Hello everyone, Harriet here, and today we're going to take a look at the results and review WWE Extreme Rules 2022. So, I bet all of you know that the event circulated on one speculated return that is being hinted at as the White Rabbit. So, if you want to stick around for more wrestling topics, I'm happy to oblige. And let's do our recap. But before that, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for notifications. Support the channel. This is a growing channel, by the way. And yeah, let's get on with the review of WWE Extreme Rules 2022. So the event opens up with the Donnybrook match. So the good old fashioned Donnybrook match. It's not just a Donnybrook match, guys. So we see here that I see it as the match of the night for me. It was very entertaining from start to finish. It is a great choice to have this as the opening match, to be honest. And it's not just Sheamus and Gunther that had the spotlight, even though they are the focal point. They are the attraction of this match due to their rivalry and their recent match at SmackDown, which had a screwy finish for some reason. No, the members of both Imperium and Brawling Brutes have catered and contributed fairly into this match. So, we see Ridge Holland displaying some good old feats of strength. I mean, one time he carried Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci on one shoulder and then delivering a back body drop. And yeah, also Vinci doing a power bomb on ringside. And there are some shillelagh spots. Actually, the ring is like surrounded into like a Irish pub for reasons that I can't explain. And yes, also Butch, whom all you know is Pete Dunne, did some incredible feats as well. So, Sheamus lock in a clover lip submission on Gunther. Kaiser make the save. Then the six superstars all brawled again with "This is awesome" chant. So it's a scrappy brawl. It's like Gunther and Sheamus are about to kiss, like that, in that position. Then we got Kaiser Vinci against Hodland and Butch. It was awesome. Then we also see Gunther utilizing the shillelagh on the back of Sheamus. It cracked and it got a near fall. And then, yeah, on the end, Sheamus hits the shillelagh on Gunther, being held up by Holland and Butch. I almost said Pete Dunne. And also launching Gunther through the announcer's table with a Celtic Cross. Then there's a brogue kick to Vinci, so the Brutes pick up the victory. Solid match. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 5-star match by Dave Meltzer, but I think it would be ranked lower, rated lower. To be honest, I don't see Meltzer as a trios type of guy, but I did tweet out on my Twitter account that this is what I want to see in a trios match. I said like this. Now this, capital THIS, this is a trios match. So we got the next match, Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. Since this is Philadelphia, Ronda Rousey is getting booed, Liv Morgan is getting cheered. And I think this is like the opposite of what's happening recently with Liv. I mean, Liv got booed at SummerSlam and at Clash of the Castle. So, seeing that Liv is the one getting cheered here shows that Philadelphia is like opposite world, or they like Liv. They like their pure wrestling, even though Liv is booked like a poor champion, like a champion who is, I'm not saying coward, who has no killer instinct. And I think that's the story heading into this match. Ronda in an Extreme Rules match, Ronda doesn't need a weapon to be extreme. Liv needs to go deep. She needs to dig deep like MJF's music to beat Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match. Even though she has beaten Ronda Rousey twice, they were not quote unquote clean. One is a cash in and two is a screwy finish. So yeah, this is the weakest match of the night because there's a lot of no sells here. Morgan doesn't sell the bat. Ronda doesn't sell a table spot. And in the entrance, I think Liv brought in the bat, but she puts the bat in the corner for some reason and not use it outright. So Ronda happened to use the bat that she brought in first. Yeah. So there's like disconnectedness, and the match ends with Morgan drove Rousey through a table. Then a triangle armbar is locked in. It's someone hinted this that it was the same finish in AEW. I don't know what episode. Anyone can comment on that, but yeah, it's the same finish now. It's the same finish they said like in AEW where there's a senton through a table, lock in a triangle, and Ronda picks up the victory and the championship while Liv is smiling besides Ronda's ass. And it could be a heel turn for Liv. I don't know. Maybe. Next match is Drew McIntyre versus Carrion Cross. Solid match. I think it was placed pretty poorly. I think it should be on the same spot as the ladder match. The ladder match should be this one. So why is that? Because the match before it was pretty uninteresting, and this one was pretty interesting. It is a strong feud, but it started out in a wild brawl without using the strap. So they brawled for like 5 minutes in the audience without the strap, and with the strap it didn't change anything at all. Also, I'm confused on the rules of a strap match. I thought it has to be like tapping each corners to win, but this one is decided by pinfall or submission. So Karen Cross wins the match by by the assistance of Scarlett Bordeaux, using her pepper spray on Drew McIntyre, and Cross hitting Drew at the back of his neck with his fist. So that's how the match ended. There's so much abuse here on using the strap. There's a strap assisted neck breaker. Then there's some lashes. McIntyre also landed the Future Shock DDT. And yes, the finish is when McIntyre trying to do the Claymore countdown and then pepper sprayed his face. It's a heavy contest. I just don't see Cross. Even in NXT, I don't see Cross like one of those workhorses. So Triple H, you need some work to do with Karrion Kross here, man. Next is what could have been in this spot, the Raw Women's Championship, Bayley versus Bianca Belair. The wrong person won, to be honest, because Bayley and Bianca brawled into this ladder match. They fight, and then 10 minutes after, Damage Control entered, and with Bianca severely being worn by the impact of this ladder match, managed to hit a double KOD on Damage Control while she was hurt, and then the match ended by this sequence. So Bayley toppled Bianca by placing Bianca underneath a ladder, which I think they're trying to make it look like it's inescapable, but Bianca did escape. It doesn't look inescapable at all, man. And Bianca hits a KOD on Bayley, and Bayley grabbed a ladder for some reason, and I think it just contributed to the damage. So there's like, I don't know, the finish is quite contrived, and yeah, this is like Bianca is like the Super Cena of the women's division. I think this is like a mini Nexus fallout, you know, like when John Cena like beat the Nexus. It's quite baffling. I mean, Bianca managed to beat Damage Control while hurt. I don't know how Damage Control could recuperate from this loss, but we'll have to watch Raw to find out. Next is Edge versus Finn Balor, which I think takes about forever. Uh, One thing Wrestle Talk says, and I agree, is there's too much grunting. Why just say no and not just uh, uh, like that? There's so much moaning, grunting, just to say no in an I Quit match. It doesn't have to be like that. And yeah, some spots here, there's a crossface using a hockey stick. There's Edge spearing Judgment Day of the apron. But the thing here is Edge brought in Beth Phoenix to be an equalizer. Because Edge was handcuffed. Beth Phoenix interfered, rolled with Rhea Ripley, took the keys off. Edge is now free. He delivered 3 spears to Finn Balor. Rhea clubs Beth Phoenix with the brass knuckles. Finn Balor hits 3 coups de grace on Edge. And then Rhea threatens to concerto Beth Phoenix for Edge to say I quit, and still Rhea did the concerto. Yeah, this match went too long. It was a pretty boring match, but that boring match went into a good finish. This finish is storyline at its best. It's good storytelling. Edge's facial expression, the drama, it was all a decrescendo to that one impacting moment of Beth being concerto. The story is Edge created Judgment Day and brought this upon himself, that Beth Phoenix is now injured because of the very thing that he used to create. It's like it's Edge's fault that his wife is now hurt, and it's Edge's idea to bring his wife into this brawl, and now Beth is hurt. So yeah, I'm seeing a War Games match, Judgment Day versus Team Edge in the future. Maybe this is where the feud will culminate. And yeah, it's a pretty long match. And Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. This went on for 15 minutes. Daniel Cormier got physical and threatened to disqualify, I think, Seth and Matt for, I don't know, laying their hands on DC. I think the thing here is this spot here is Rollins pedigreed Matt Riddle on the apron, but DC didn't count because Riddle is on the apron, and that's the rules of the fight fit. It shows Rollins' inexperience in this type of match, and then Riddle hits the RKO on the platform. Rollins rolled out of the way and into the ring, so DC counted. As Rollins is about to get up, Matt Riddle went for the Broton over the platform. I think it should be a flying bro based on how Michael Cole said it was the flying bro. But a flying bro is where you spin in the air, right? So it's a Broton. And then we get the longest scream of Matt Riddle's like that. He was so hurt. I can see it why he was hurt. And yeah, and Matt Riddle managed to choke out Rollins, made him tap out, and it wins. And then the credits are on. Matt Riddle and DC are celebrating on the ramp, and then the lights turned off. He's got the whole wide world. The White Rabbit reveal is next, and that's like the main event, the super main event. And Bray Wyatt appeared. It was awesome. He appeared on a holy shit chance. And what's next for Bray Wyatt? Now he's back in WWE. That is my review of Extreme Rules 2022. It was a very solid show. I really see it as being a solid show after all, because this is being booked by Triple H. Let's see how Triple H book a Saudi show. I think that would be Triple H's greatest challenge up to date, how to book a decent Saudi show at Crown Jewel. But Extreme Rules 2022, good pay-per-view, great pay-per-view. There are lots of memorable spots in this past few pay-per-views. The Bulldozer spot, Solo Sikoa debuting, and now Bray returning. Yeah. And we can't forget that Clash at the Castle, you had a 5-star match in Sheamus and Gunther. So yeah, I think Triple H is settling down making the Raw and SmackDown program mid with an occasional good show, great show in between, but they're like mid-level shows, and that's where he blows up into pay-per-views, just like how Triple H did in NXT. Well, he can have workhorses like he did in NXT on regular shows, so yeah, I think that is the vision. At least everything is focused. I haven't missed a Triple H pay-per-view for now. I don't know about Crown Jewel, but yeah, I think I may watch Crown Jewel, but let's see how Triple H books that, you know? And that is my review of Extreme Rules 2022. This is a goodbye and a good night. Bang.